You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Ian Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's WWE Main Event After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's WWE Main Event After Show.
All right, quick, everybody get up. Speed walk around the table. Speed walk musical chairs. We're doing it on Main Event. They did it on Raw. We're going to do it here on Main Event. Welcome, everybody, to WWE Main Event here on AfterBuzz TV. I don't think anybody can hear me. The music's too loud. Cut the music.
Oh, you didn't do the speed walk.
Oh, sorry. There you go. I did it. I speed walk here, so it's okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Main Event. I am Tom Connolly, and we have everyone here tonight, which is good.
Yeah.
So sitting across from me, Markeia McCarty. How you doing tonight, Markeia?
I'm great. Hey, guys.
Next to her, Scott Narver.
I'm really winded from that fake speed walk.
I was letting you catch your breath.
Please
there.
go on to somebody else.
And sitting next to me is Gabrielle Loren. How you doing tonight, Gabby?
Hey, guys. I'm glad to be back.
Good to have you back.
Mm-hmm.
The whole Main Event crew is here tonight.
Yeah.
We're like 5 days away from Survivor Series. Things are heating up.
Yeah, with Phil here, we have a traditional Survivor Series match. We could take on one of the other shows.
Yeah, we could.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good.
And Phil could make it like a no DQ match or something. And we have a briefcase. We have everything.
Mm-hmm.
The champ is not even here.
I know. Not yet, no.
He's quit for a month.
I know. I don't know what's
Oh, wait,
gonna
so
happen.
it's only a month now?
Well, I mean, that's not really a champion. Someone that quits.
Yeah.
Showtime Josh is on a leave of absence indefinitely.
Major injury then.
Yeah. So he's going to be, what did you say earlier? He's going to be out 4 to 6 months, but we'll be back in 2?
Yeah. Pulling a Cena.
So we have no champion. The championship is in abeyance right now. I still have a briefcase in my hand, but...
If you cash it in, does that mean you automatically get the title?
I think I would.
Ooh.
But I think we should wait and see what happens on Sunday, because why should I cash it in now? And then if I lose it on Sunday, that really wouldn't make any sense. I don't have it for a couple days.
Remember all your complaints about Damien Sandow? They're coming back and slapping you in the face right now. Why is he waiting? Why is he waiting? Why is he waiting?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the opportune time.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, sure.
So we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll just show up on Sunday and have the belt already. You never know.
Be very excited. You're just sitting there
I have
watching,
5
holding
days.
the belt,
Yes.
polishing it.
I'd be like AJ, who was polishing her belt the whole time outside of this match because she wasn't in it. The first match of the night was Naomi versus Tamina. They said it was supposed to be a tag team match. AJ apparently hurt her ankle, so she went to the Authority and they changed it to a singles match, which I don't know if AJ really hurt herself. She didn't really do much on Raw.
Yeah.
Besides put Vicky in the Black Widow. And it was in for about 2 seconds, and then the match was over.
She skips a lot.
She does, yeah.
I don't know if you know this.
She
That's how she travels around.
Yeah.
She skips
Oh,
at
yeah.
full
It's
force.
a skip injury.
Must have been, She does it too much. She just got to calm down on that.
Well, she's an athlete.
Yeah, only to the ring she should skip. Not,
Hey,
not everywhere.
You got to train. It's like saying to not stretch before you go out there and wrestle.
Yeah, but
Yeah. It's like Santino, speed walks. She skips.
yeah. Mhm. Well, Santino doesn't get hurt. Speed
Kali
walking.
just kind of fumbles
His
around
arm might
and
hurt.
tries to move.
Yeah.
Fandango shakes those hips.
Yeah, you can't stop these people from doing what they do naturally.
No. Well, yeah, but now she's not fighting, so now we can see AJ in a match.
Maybe she's just a little smart,
I think
for
that's
everybody.
it.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What did you think?
About AJ not
Not being in the
performing
match.
tonight?
Yes.
I mean, I really like AJ actually, and it would have been nice to see her. But I also think Tamina is really athletic, and so is Naomi. So it was nice to see two really strong wrestlers compete against each other. It wasn't like we said, like an Eva Marie and somebody really good. It was kind of a little, I don't know if I'd call it equal, but balanced.
Yeah. I mean, I'm holding out for the WrestleMania Dream match of Eva Marie versus JoJo, but maybe we'll get it this year.
You know, they're listening to a lot of your ideas, Tom. Careful
That's
what you put out there.
Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that.
You hear that, Triple H? Don't do that.
But yeah, so I thought this was a really good match. Good back and forth action between both of them. Naomi had a lot of offense in this match. She had a lot of cool moves. She did that like flipping clothesline. That was cool. And right at the beginning of the match, she did she like flipped over the top rope.
I called it the aerial clothesline.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
That was
it was
cool.
nothing but arm.
Yeah, and I think
you
she
could
had
hang
nothing
clothes
but
on.
air.
Exactly.
And The Miz is back on commentary this week. No Alex Riley.
And not evil Miz.
No, not evil. Well,
Not for a while.
I'll get to that later.
Not for a while.
But yeah, I think we're seeing
Christmas bounty Miz.
Yes, I think we're seeing a new heel Miz. Not as like in your face as he was before.
Well, as I've been saying, the Miz turned Miz.
Yeah.
So nothing really happened.
I like the beginning of this match because they had the 7-on-7 teams come out. It was a lot of diva camaraderie.
Yeah.
And it's great outfits. Just have to say that, wardrobe,
from
well
all
done.
The girls? From all the girls?
Yeah, from all the girls. I mean, Naomi's it looked spectacular. Guys, you want to see this match, if only for Naomi's outfit. Not very effective in the ring, though.
No, look, she had some problems. Like she kept like
Wardrobe
pulling up the back.
malfunction.
Yeah.
Like it was falling down.
But it did look great. I mean, normally the Funkadactyls have kind of cheesy-ish outfits.
Yeah.
And this was like hot and sexy.
Yeah, this is definitely my favorite outfit that they wear. when they debuted him, I was like, Naomi looks really good in this outfit.
Of course it is
yeah.
your favorite.
And you had all the divas outside of the ring. Everyone that's in this 7-versus-7 elimination match on at Survivor Series. So it was basically the total divas versus what they were calling, AJ was calling them the true divas of the WWE. So
What do you think?
I like the true divas.
Do you like the true divas?
I do.
What about you guys?
The TDs? Yeah, that works for me.
Well, they're all TDs.
I'm reserving my opinion. I want to see Survivor Series.
But Tamina kind of took control halfway through the match. Was really working on her leg, on Naomi's leg.
Oh yeah.
For most of the match. All the girls outside were kind of bickering back and forth. There was a spot where Tamina clotheslined Naomi over the top rope, which I thought that looked really cool. I was surprised she took that bump of going over the top rope like that.
Yeah, she really didn't break her fall on the way down. She just went.
She felt like a stone.
Yeah. So as she was on the outside, Tamina came outside, and all the girls kind of surrounded them. But they didn't start fighting then. They kind of just bickered back and forth. I'm better than you. No, I'm better than you.
Note he said, then.
Yes. And then she throws her back in the ring. Find out that Josh Matthews is the ping pong champion.
I can't believe you pick up on some of this stuff.
The
really
weirdest
can't.
things I hear. I always hear the random things they're talking about. And The Miz has over 1.6 million followers on Twitter. He said not too shabby. Which that's not too 1.6 million followers on Twitter.
Do you follow him?
I don't think I do. No.
Ooh, 1.6000001.
Yep. Do you guys follow him on
No.
Twitter?
No, I can't say I do. Yeah, Tamina's power was it was a dominating force,
Yeah.
I felt, for most of the match. I mean, Naomi had some definite, comebacks, like more than one.
Yeah, she definitely did.
I also admire Tamina because she goes after Naomi's strengths instead of her weaknesses.
Oh.
You know how we just mentioned that she kept attacking Naomi's legs pretty much and moving them in crazy ways that they don't belong. That to me, she knows that Naomi, her legs are probably her strongest asset. All of her moves stem from that area. That's where everything initiates from.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to see how kind of fearless she is, and I like that.
Yeah, Tamina is definitely, I think this is her best role she's had so far in WWE, as being this silent bodyguard of AJ that just beats the crap out of people and just doesn't care. Doesn't care who you are. She knows she's like bigger and better than all of them. So
Silent killer.
yeah,
Yeah.
Definitely.
When that hair got loose and she was prowling around the ring, it's like, whoa, watch out for this lion.
The face says it all.
Yeah. Oh, she's like a master at mad dogging.
Yeah.
So yeah, Naomi hit a monkey flip. She was trying to build some momentum back. She did a weird. It was like she flipped over Tamina, hit a clothesline, then a leg drop, got two. Then she, instead of like getting thrown out of the ring, she kind of slid out of the ring at first instead of bouncing off the ropes to go back at her. And then Tamina kind of went to go after her on the outside, and that was when everything kind of just like chaos ensued, and all the divas just start fighting with each other. And Tamina was in the ring. Naomi was on the apron, and Tamina just punched her, and she just flew into all the divas, knocking them all down. Which, as you see from the far camera shot, you just see AJ sitting on the announcer table, just laughing and soaking it all in, and being like, "I'm not getting involved in that. I don't need to be over there."
That was
smart.
hysterical.
Yeah, I thought
That was great.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see Eva Marie trying to get in the action. She's still kind of on the outside, as the real wrestlers are on the inside, and JoJo's kind of just tumbling around.
Yeah, they were just
Great.
Yeah, they were fighting each other. They're on the same team, but they're like, "No, we'll just fight someone. I'll just hit you." But yeah, so after that, Tamina throws Naomi back in the ring. Naomi ended up hitting a crossbody off the top rope, and I thought that was going to be it for the match, but Tamina ended up getting up and hitting her with a devastating super kick.
Yeah, the knockout boot.
Yeah, the knockout boot. I do like that. And that was it. And Tamina won the match, 1-2-3. And all the true divas got in the ring to, celebrate with her.
And shove out the other divas.
Yeah, yes. Which, they were just like, I think it was Nikki or Brie tried to get in the ring to pull Naomi out. And Oksana just was like kicking her in the back. Like, just get out of the
Brushing
ring.
her away like dust under the rug.
Yeah. Like, I got to win in this match. I didn't win the match, but I'm with the winner of
I'm
this
a
match.
winner by association.
Yeah.
I was a backseat driver for this whole thing.
Yeah. I knocked down one of you guys outside of the ring. So what did you guys think overall of this first match of the night?
I really enjoyed this. This was a really good match. I mean, I really enjoyed Naomi's moves. Like, I wanted to see more. Tamina was just devastating her for part of the match. I wanted to see some of her high flying moves. But I thought the match was a really good length, and I really want to see Naomi go against AJ now.
Yeah.
Because I think that those styles, their styles, like AJ's kind of sneaky and Naomi's got the high kicks. I want to see that match so badly. But for this match, 3.5. I
Nice.
very much enjoyed.
Scott, what would you say?
I liked it as well. I think Tamina's always been great, and like you said, she really does fit this role really, really well. It's very suiting to her, and I haven't really seen Naomi wrestle that much on her own, so she did pretty well too. It was great to see all the divas in action. I haven't seen Rosa Mendez in forever. I still don't know what JoJo is. I mean, I know that it's that one, but it's like, I don't get it. I don't know what's going on there. But it was neat to see all of them out there and in a big role like that. So I gave it 14 coconuts.
Gotcha.
I
What?
what?
I didn't know why he said coconuts, but then I realized why.
Okay. I loved that they opened with the divas. I thought it was a great way to open the show. It was very entertaining, and to have all of them out there supporting each other. So I gave it a 4.9 because, like
Whoa.
Markeia, I loved the moves that Naomi brought out.
Yeah, they were
Obviously, Tamina is great also. She's fearless, love her. But what I really admired about tonight's matches, I guess you could say, was the fact that I didn't realize how quickly we were going through them. Like, it seemed seamless, and they didn't have that many recaps.
Yeah.
And the matches, I guess that means they were longer, but I didn't even notice it, and I did want more, like you guys were saying. So 4.9 from me. Good job, girls.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave it a 3.5. I thought this was a very entertaining Divas match to have. Like you, I'm definitely excited to see, I feel like AJ's going through these total divas. Like, she went against Brie for a while. She's kind of going against Natalya now. I think Naomi's the next one to step up and go after her.
I think that would be a really good match.
Yeah, so I think they just need to build up Naomi a little more, maybe get her some more single matches and some more wins, and have her look like more of a threat to AJ. And with Tamina, I feel like her and AJ are gonna be together for a while as this like kind of tag team, her being her bodyguard. I feel like if they want to kind of let it go, maybe wait till WrestleMania, and then you can, turn AJ face and, make Tamina the heel, or keep it the same way, because I don't really see Tamina being a good guy.
Are you encouraging a friendship to end?
Yes. It's wrestling.
It's
yes.
a terrible moral. It's a terrible moral.
Yeah, when I look at Tamina, I kind of think of her as like a Big Show.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I would also love to see a match where it's her against 3 people, because then it'd be even.
I definitely think she could beat 3 divas at once.
Yeah.
But yeah, I gave it a
3
3.5.
JoJo's, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. 3 JoJo's, 2 Eva Marie's. She can be 5 of those. Oh yeah, I give it a 3.5. A very entertaining divas match. I was glad to see, at least storyline continuing on to main event again. This is like the main event before Survivor Series, and it brought all the divas out, which was good. It was good to see them all out there. And then after that, we go to a recap of, it was kind of a Raw recap Survivor Series preview of John Cena versus Alberto Del Rio. So Sunday they face each other. I don't know how much confidence I have in Alberto Del Rio.
I already feel like Cena's gonna win it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a anti-Cena like you are, Tom. But it just seems completely stacked in Cena's corner. So, and especially thinking about that recap where Cena was against, it was Cesaro, right? And
yeah, they showed him versus Cesaro and him versus
Swagger.
Yeah.
Swagger. Yeah, and those were really good wrestlers, the 2 of them, like against him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just Del Rio. I don't know. Yeah.
Is that a title match?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's
for
a
John
hard
Cena's
one.
belt. So, what do you think?
It's pretty clear what's going to happen. I think I know what's going to
It's
happen.
pretty clear. Del Rio's gonna win. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just see Cena. I mean, I think it'll be a good match. I'm not saying it's not gonna be a good match because they're both good wrestlers, and their match at Hell in a Cell was it? Yeah, Hell in a Cell was an entertaining match.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, they told a good story for the time.
Yeah.
I don't know what story they're going to tell now.
no, I don't. I mean, I guess we'll have to see SmackDown to see because Cena kind of got the upper hand on Raw. We'll see if Del Rio gets the upper hand before going into Survivor Series.
But it's still just playing up the story of like he's going after the arm. It's like, all right, unless I don't know what they're going to do. Obviously, they have something in store, but I hope they surprise me in some different way of storytelling of him going after the arm, and it's not just that the entire match.
You know, it'd be great. Because you kind of say like Cena's kind of a Superman like for wrestling. So
Not like is.
well, maybe something that's like a red kryptonite for him. So he kind of shows some heel like tendencies where there's just a little bit of tarnish. You know,
I like what you're saying over there.
That would be very interesting. And then he has shame, to himself, and then we could follow that whole backstory.
Oh, you're speaking my language over there.
You know what? You know what's probably kryptonite to John Cena? Big Show tears.
Oh,
That gets you every time. Every time you make that noise when I say Big Show tears.
yeah, Big Show. He's a big guy.
Big teddy bear.
Yeah.
So what would happen if Tamina cried? Would it have the same reaction since you compared her
Oh
to Big
man,
Show?
I don't think she cries. I don't think she has tear ducts.
As a baby, there's just
Man.
no crying.
Yeah, no, she's just got that mad
Silent.
dog look.
Yeah.
Like, I want something, but I don't know what it is.
I need changing.
So what do you think about this match for Sunday?
If it wasn't a title match, I'd say Del Rio, but because it is, I'm gonna go with Cena.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get to our predictions too later.
Yeah,
But-
sorry, I kind of
Yeah.
just gave you a
It's okay.
prediction, but so did
No.
you guys.
You're
I
not-
know.
Yeah.
I know. we
John
did.
Cena being in a match gave our predictions
Yeah.
away for that.
Why
one.
am I getting in trouble?
No, you're not in trouble. Don't worry. But the thing I thought was, on SmackDown last week, Alberto Del Rio, instead of attacking Cena's hurt arm, he started attacking his good arm, which I thought was really smart because he already has one bum arm, so why not mess his other arm up?
Wow.
I thought it was a smart strategy, but then Cena kind of just beat him up on Raw. But I also think it'd be funny to see John Cena try to do the attitude adjustment with 2 bum arms, because I'm sure he'd just like
He'd do it with
flop
his
him
legs.
over. Yeah, I think it'd be funny to see, but I think we all knew who was winning that match Sunday. And also for SmackDown this week, it's Cody and Goldust defending their tag team titles against the Real Americans. So that should be interesting going into Sunday.
That's a good matchup.
Yeah. And speaking of Alberto Del Rio, he's in our second match of the night versus Santino Marella, who is always entertaining.
Santino!
Every week he comes out here. I could watch his matches every. I wish he was in a match on Raw, SmackDown. Gabby just hit me with the.
Gabby's mastering the
Cobra.
Cobra.
Yeah, huh? Well, you need a different name. He has the Cobra. What's yours?
The rattlesnake.
That's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Well, the Rattler.
Okay, the Rattler.
You need more jewelry on that arm so we can hear
Oh,
it.
yeah. Do some bagels
Oh yeah,
next time.
gold chains rattles.
Yeah, there you go. The gold chain rattle. That's what you hit me with.
Love it.
Trying to steal the Money in the Bank briefcase, but not gonna happen.
Oh, look at Superman over there. No selling every move coming his way.
Oh, she just broke the briefcase. Great. But this was a very quick match compared to the first match was a little longer. I was glad the Divas got a longer match.
Yeah.
I think this match did exactly what it needed to do, at least, storyline wise. It was basically Del Rio just manhandling Santino for most of the match.
Yeah. Del Rio did not play.
No, he did not have any fun like Santino was trying to have in the ring. Santino started trying to, he was practicing his kicks at the beginning of the match. Del Rio wanted nothing to do with it. Then he did a cartwheel, which he kind of messed up, but he kind of hit it. And then Del Rio's just like, no, I'm just going to beat you up now.
Yeah.
Just for doing that.
Yes.
Yeah. And then to thank him for the fake kicks, he did that drop kick
Yeah.
to Santino's face. Oh, wow.
That was cool looking. Yeah, that was like later, like right towards the end of the match, like right before he...
Oh, was that?
Yeah,
Oh, I was
I think-
thinking that was at the beginning. I was
think,
just
yeah.
that's the star jam.
Was it at the beginning of the match?
Well, it wasn't a long match, so
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was really quick, yeah. Yeah, it was, during the... Yeah, because Santino went for the kip up and just fell on his back.
Oh.
And then he went for an arm drag in the corner. Del Rio avoided it, and then he hit him with that double leg drop kick, like right to the face.
Right in the face.
Yeah. Del Rio also hit him with an insecurity, and Santino was on the top rope. Like later, he hit him with that to the back of the head. And Del Rio was just basically working his arm the whole match, just hurting it more and more. Santino was finally able to get the kip up, and did his arm drag or like hip toss. And he went for a splash, but Del Rio got his legs up. And after that, that was just basically the end of it for Santino.
Yeah.
Del Rio hit him with a super kick to the face, put on the cross arm bar, and Santino tapped in like 2 seconds.
yeah.
Yeah.
Smart. Live
Yeah.
to fight another day.
Oh,
Exactly.
yes.
I don't know why they fight it that much. Just be like, I'll just give up. But I think this match definitely put over Del Rio as, as much of a threat to Cena as he could be, that he can, dismantle someone as quickly as this and get the armbar on him and get him to tap.
Exactly. He's
Yeah.
the guy to lose to Cena next.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, you optimist.
So what were you guys' opinions on this match?
I mean, I'm glad that it was as short as it was, because otherwise I just would have completely tuned out. Because Santino, he didn't have the strength that I normally see in him in his matches. And to me, it was kind of like a lose-lose right from the beginning. I don't know, I didn't see much hope in that. So I gave it a 2 because I wasn't very impressed tonight.
Gotcha. Markeia, what'd you say?
Well, I really enjoyed the intensity that Del Rio was bringing. I mean, like I said, he did not play during this entire match. Basically, Santino was like a practice dummy for arm locks. It was messed up. It was intense. It was short. I missed, having more Santino-ish stuff, and I wanted to see Del Rio lighten up a little bit. I mean, I understand why he was so angry, so I gave it a 3.
Gotcha. Scott, what'd you give this one?
I was bummed that they just fed Santino to somebody. I feel there's a lot of other guys that fit that role very well. And other guys that are not on TVs prominently that could be in that spot. And Santino's on a roll. I just really dig him. So I gave it 8 tiny flags.
Gotcha.
Little white flags.
Yeah.
very
I
tiny
gave
flags.
this one a 2.5. It was too fast, but like I said, they just wanted to get Del Rio over as kind of a threat to Cena and his title. But yeah, it was just too quick. And I wanted to see more of Santino doing his funny Santino things.
Yeah.
But yeah, then there's definitely other people on the roster that they could have had in this match, like Justin Gabriel or
Yeah, I mean,
someone like
yeah.
that. Not Santino.
and back to when they had the 40-man Rumble that Alberto Del Rio won, but it looked like it was Santino.
Yeah,
And there's a little bit of story there, which never. I mean, it's odd to play
It
something like
happened
that
like
out.
2 years ago. It
I
never
know,
happened.
but it's that seemed to never really pay off in any way. So
Yeah,
I still think of Santino on a higher level than how he was treated tonight.
Yeah. Like, I don't think you should be hanging out with
Khali
Khali
and-
and Hornswoggle all the time.
Oh, don't say that. Don't
No.
wish that on anybody.
No, he should have higher up friends than those two.
Yeah.
So then after that, we get to a Survivor Series preview. The Big Show versus Randy Orton. We get a little recap. The Big Show being banned for life. Big Show gets rehired and also gets a title shot. And then we go to a...
Well, keep in mind, he threatened to shut down the entire WWE,
Yeah.
where all of his friends are, everybody who supported him, and then he's going to shut down their place of work.
Well, I think he said he was going to just own them, so who knows? Maybe new ownership
Maybe.
would turn some things around, make things, you know?
I don't know. That was never really applied like, hey, buddies, I got your back. Don't worry. Seemed like you might have shut the whole thing down.
Yeah, he probably would have.
Big, bitter giant.
Yeah, collected all his money. And then we go to, those weekly Triple H Mike Cole interviews for about 10 seconds. And all Triple H says, well, yeah. Or Mike Cole basically says, Randy Orton has to go it alone versus Big Show. Like, no shield, no interference. And Triple H said, yeah, Randy needs to prove it to himself and to the world that he's the face of the WWE. And that was the whole interview.
It was very odd.
Well, I hope Orton loses. I'll just say it. Oh wait, we're not doing predictions.
No, it's
No.
okay. You can talk. You can just talk freely. It doesn't matter.
I hope he loses just because I'm over it.
You're over his face?
I'm over the whole Orton thing. I didn't really get it in the first place. Like it's just very one dimensional for me. So it's just okay. Let's move on. Let's put somebody else in that spotlight. Someone that can rock a mic and has some new moves to show.
Definitely.
So let's just move on.
Too.
Triple H all the way. Just kidding. I know, I'm just kidding. Big Show. Big Show. I like Big Show. I've been a fan of his since day one. He had problems with Stephanie and Triple H. So I would actually agree with Markeia. I know we're not getting into predictions, but I can't stop my love for him, and I just have to express it right here and right now.
You hear that, Big Show?
Big Show, if you're a Wyatt family member, she'd lose her mind.
Yeah,
That'd be-
literally.
she'd lose her
If
mind.
you were in the Wyatts, that would be a whole nother story.
He's got that beard a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
That's
No,
it.
I
You
love
could find a
him.
mask somewhere.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
think of the size of that rocking chair.
Ooh.
It'd be a big
Maybe
rocking
one of those huge ones you see where
like in a Gallagher show.
Yeah.
Or Lily Tomlin.
Oh my God, it would be, yeah, you're talking about one of the huge ones
Yes,
you take a
yeah.
picture in? Great. I wouldn't even be in the picture at that point.
No.
You'd look like a shoelace.
I'd be missing. Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see what happens Sunday. I don't see Randy Orton going to this alone. I don't see it happening that way.
Yeah, no mention of corporate Kane.
No, yeah. He just said no shield.
Mm-hmm.
No, he said no interference.
Yeah, but he left it open.
But also last pay-per-view, there's supposed to be no interference in that match.
Right, and he got in there.
Yeah. He awkwardly climbed the cage.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was one of my favorite parts of that match. Him in like those, whatever, like dress shoes, trying to climb on that cage.
Yeah.
And he couldn't get his balance. And he's yelling, Sean, hey, Sean.
And Sean's like, well, come on, let me do this.
I'm working right now. Leave me alone. Talk to me backstage. Yeah. But on to the next match of the night. It was Kofi versus Fandango. We found out too that what happened on Raw, The Miz basically abandoning Kofi in their tag team match. So it's going to be Miz versus Kofi in the kickoff for the pay-per-view.
You mean to tell me the guy who has a Christmas family movie coming out on ABC Family in
Yep.
2 weeks turned heel?
Yeah.
Oh,
Genius.
Mm-hmm.
Genius.
interesting point.
But like I said, as the Miz kept talking later on in the match, he shamelessly was plugging his movie a lot. Mm-hmm. And he was it was a weird thing to hear because he kept saying that he doesn't, Kofi doesn't like the Miz, but the Miz likes Kofi, and he thinks Kofi's talented and that Kofi should be in the main event. And then Josh kind of said, well, it sounds like you think you're going to lose on Sunday the way you're putting over Kofi Kingston.
Wait, is that what you heard?
Yeah.
I kind of semi-tuned in to what he was saying.
This
and
is at the
all
beginning of
it was,
the match, yeah.
It was so snarky. It was it was sarcastic. He doesn't like Kofi.
I think he does. No, I don't know.
I think he's scared of Kofi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit of arrogance mixed with fear.
He gave him that
Agreed.
big scar on his head when he gave him that what's the kick? It's not Trouble in Paradise, right? What's the
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it
the
Trouble in
Trouble in
Paradise?
Paradise.
Oh, when he knocked him out
It
that
was
time?
it was a main event, I thought, or a Raw that he gave it to Miz and like cut him open right here and needed stitches, and there's still a scar.
Oh yeah, he does not like Kofi.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you can't hurt that reality TV show face.
The moneymaker.
But yeah, so this is a good match between them. Fandango was basically working Kofi's arm, which is, I think it was a good mix-up from, or he was working his arm.
That was after the flip out.
Yeah,
and then-
Kofi. Kofi had at the very beginning he had a hurricanrana over the top rope on the Fandango, and Fandango flew to the outside. Fandango was able to kind of tie him up on the ropes to get control of him again. Fandango was in the corner. Kofi came running, and Fandango just dumped him to the outside. And Kofi, instead of landing on the apron, he fell all the way down to the floor and hit his arm right on the steps, which that looked devastating. That would.
Yeah.
And one thing I did think was funny was Kofi went to dive out of the ring and does his he puts his arms up in the head and he hits his neck on the rope to stop himself, which I think I've said it before, but that would be so scary to do. I wouldn't want to run to the ropes and hope that my arms hit the ropes and my neck hits it right at the right point to stop myself.
Well, better than diving out of the ring and hitting that wall.
Yeah, I guess so.
So you're saying when someone makes you in WWE 14, when they make create a wrestler of you, to not give you the moveset of Kofi Kingston?
Well, no, I can have I'll have those moveset to Kofi because I'll be able to do it and stop myself.
Okay.
I'm at me right now.
Oh, I see.
In the video game, I can do whatever moveset,
I see.
yeah. But me in real life, I would not do that.
I think it's worse to actually throw yourself out of the ring purposely.
Yeah.
And just,
like
go
Daniel
for
Bryan
it.
does and
Yeah.
see it when they just
it's
dive through the
really
ropes like that.
scary.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Usos on Raw when one of them just missed,
Yeah. Huh?
just overshot the other guy.
Yeah.
Which happens a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because it just, you're just running and jumping and hoping someone, you're landing on someone.
You hope your target's there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's but way back when Daniel Bryan was going against Randy Orton, and Daniel Bryan dove out of the ring, and then Orton just stepped off to the side. It was
And on this past Raw, Daniel Bryan had a crazy one where it didn't even look like he looked out of the ring. He just ran and dove and
Got him.
Yeah,
But
he did.
there wasn't a lot of prep in that.
No, it wasn't like okay, check, let me run against the ropes and go out. He just got in the ring and just dove out of the ring. It was awesome looking, but also scary.
If you
at the same
show
time.
up to the studio and try and get Tom's Money in the Bank briefcase, he will dive
Yes.
and hit you before you get this table.
off the couch, off the corner of the couch, right into you. But yeah, so after Kofi went out of the ring, hurt his arm, Fandango was basically just working on his arm, putting him in a, is it an arm bar kind of thing? Or
a modified wrist lock, like he had it, and just was pulling his triceps up.
Yeah.
Bending the wrist.
Yeah, trapping the wrist behind his head and then pushing. Oh, that hurt arm.
So he was just basically taking control of most of the match, Fandango. Kofi tried to get, a comeback. He hit, he's hitting some punches. He did a cool, Fandango tried to flip him over off his back, and Kofi, rolled off of his back and flipped onto his feet, which I thought was cool. And then Kofi he hit the boom drop on him after that. He went for the Trouble in Paradise, but missed. They ended up getting back. Fandango ended up going outside the ring. Kofi went for a crossbody or a plancha outside of the ring and just completely missed Fandango because he moved out of the way. And then it looked like Fandango was going to throw Kofi into the Miz, but Kofi flipped him up and threw Fandango into the Miz.
That was fantastic.
That was
Did
awesome.
you see the Miz's face? First of all,
Oh, I just love that the other announcer wasn't Mike.
No, that's Josh.
Josh, yeah, Josh
Ping
Matthews.
pong champion.
Yeah, huh?
He was, he was like a jack in the box. He was gone. He saw it coming.
Hey, he has experience. He knows once you get close to the announcer table, you get out of there because
Yeah,
someone's going to hit you.
You do not want a Fandango in your lap.
Yeah.
and the whole chair went over, and he was like sitting in his lap. That was hysterical.
So the Miz got pissed. And this was right as the Miz was, when Kofi was kind of like playing up on the outside, Miz kept saying, yeah, do that on Sunday. We'll have the best match ever.
Yeah.
Fake.
Yeah. He just kept, talking trash. And then Miz said he wants to put Kofi in the spotlight, and he just kept, saying basically this whole thing. And right before he gets Fandango thrown on him, Miz says, oh, by the way, make sure in 2 weeks you watch Christmas Bounty on ABC Family. Yeah, I'm doing a shameless promotion. Oh! And then,
Face full of Fandango.
yeah. So, Kofi gets up, Fandango gets in the ring, and Kofi does this awesome, Miz kind of gets up and starts talking trash again. Kofi flips over the top rope and does a drop kick, drop kicks Miz back onto the ground. Mm-hmm. And as, Kofi's kind of being like, yeah, I got one over you. No. Fandango comes up, rolls him up from behind. Fandango gets the win. So Kofi gets the loss.
Never take your eyes off your opponent.
No. If there's someone yelling at you outside of the ring, just don't pay attention to them.
Yeah, there's 25,000 people doing that, yelling something nasty at you.
What'd you guys think of this match?
I thought this match had a lot of, it had some fun personality things. One of my absolute favorite things was that Kofi utilized I don't know the term for it, the undermat. Under the ring.
I forgot he went under the ring, yeah.
Yeah, Fandango tossed him out, went after him. Kofi went under the ring and disappeared. Fandango's looking for him, and I wanted Kofi's leg to pop out and kick him in the face so bad. But then he wound up on the other side of the ring and then sneak attacked Fandango. I loved that. That was so Saturday morning cartoon for me. But that plus the slingshotting Fandango into the Miz, and then just him powering through when that arm was obviously so hurt. He could hardly do any of his moves after that happened. I mean, the match was done then. I gave it a 3.5. I enjoyed it.
Gotcha. Scott?
I was surprised with this match for the fact that both these guys are much faster, high-flying, technical type guys, and they didn't really do that this match. They told a different story. They did a different style, and I thought it played. I don't know if it would keep playing because it doesn't really suit them, but it was good. Like you said, there's a lot of personality, a lot of different entertaining spots in it. And anybody throwing anybody into the Miz while he's just talking is a treat for me. So I gave it a 37 box steps.
Gotcha.
I actually was rooting for Kofi for most of this match, and I thought was doing pretty well for the most part, but then once that arm thing went down, it kind of took a turn for the worst. So, I gave it a 4.9 because it was a great match to watch. It was visually appealing, and like Markeia was mentioning, even the going under the ring thing, that was unique. I thought it was awesome element to add. So I did give it a 4.9 because it did keep me interested, and I actually wanted to see more. I feel like it was a premature ending.
Gotcha.
2 4.9s.
I know.
Yeah,
High
those are my
ratings
favorite
tonight.
matches of the night.
Wow.
The Divas and this.
Yeah, I gave it a 3.5. I thought it was entertaining. It had good spots. This I feel like is what main event is for. Two younger guys getting in there, having a good match, letting people see what else they can do besides, having a quick match, having a 2 or 3 minute match on a Raw. They had at least 5 to 10 minutes on this, and I did like that they followed it up with we have Miz versus Kofi on pay-per-view on the kickoff show. So it was good that the Miz was out there talking trash, getting involved in the match. It set it up for Sunday, and then it basically ended with those two just yelling at each other. But what I feel like with the Miz, like before he was that like whiny, like very cocky, like reality TV star kind of thing.
Awesome!
See? It was awesome.
I came to the game to win. There's a price to pay.
I feel like now we're seeing.
Came to play, and there's a price to pay.
I feel like now we're seeing this transition of the Miz.
What an odd carnival that is.
It must be an awesome carnival, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like we're seeing like the evolution of the Miz, where he's gonna be more arrogant, but not as, I don't know. I'm trying to I'm trying to think of where he's going, but he's not gonna be as like in your face as he was before.
That's because he's gonna get a beat down.
Yeah, get him, Kofi.
But I feel like there's gonna be like this weird evolution of the Miz, at least into I feel like he won't go full heel until after this movie's out. So I feel that we have at least 2 weeks of him kind of being this, I just don't, I like Kofi, but, he should be doing better kind of thing.
So a Mizolution?
Yes, exactly. They're going to use that. I see the shirt already.
Yeah.
But Sandow already has the shirt with like the evolution, but Mizolution can work out too. But yeah, so overall it was a good match. I would like to see more. Fandango was kind of just out there to be out there. He was controlling most of the match, but we didn't really get to see many moves from him. I did like when, at the beginning of the match too, when Kofi went to jump over the top rope and stopped himself. The look on Fandango's face and Summer Rae's face, like Fandango just looked terrified and just looked like he wanted to like crawl up into like a little ball in the corner, and Summer Rae was just like, baby, oh.
Yeah, it's good to see Fandango back. He was kind of phoning it in for a little bit.
Yeah, we haven't seen him like that much lately. Hopefully we'll get him in, another feud. But I guess we'll have to wait and see for that.
Yeah.
Not against Great Khali.
No, we're done with that.
I think that's why he was mailing it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think?
I hope.
Oh.
Giants make you sad.
They're so big and they have big feelings.
But yeah, so let's get to our predictions for Sunday.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
So, Sunday, Survivor Series. One of the big 4 pay-per-views of the year.
Why are you even going to predict, Tom, with your Money in the Bank case here? Why even bother,
Exactly.
We'll see what happens on Sunday.
Let somebody else win for a change.
I haven't won yet. Tell that to Josh.
I can't. He's not here.
So, yes, the title is in abeyance now. Nobody has the title, so on Sunday there's guaranteed to be a new champion. If I cash in, maybe 2 champions. Who knows?
All
We'll
right.
see. But yeah, Survivor Series is one of the big main pay-per-views. It's like WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, and SummerSlam. And most time at Survivor Series, they have these traditional like 4-on-4, 5-on-5 elimination matches. And
Very exciting. Those are always so much fun.
yeah, and we have 2 of them this year. I thought they were gonna go another way, which we kind of thought last week. I thought it was gonna be a big like 6-on-6 with, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, the Usos, and Cody and Goldust versus the Shield and the Wyatts. But they flipped the switch on that, and now that's not happening. We're still having a Survivor Series match. But let's start off with the first match of the night, the kickoff, Miz versus Kofi. What do you guys think of this match?
I want to say Kofi. I've never really seen Miz wrestle, but I liked Kofi. I think he's strong in the ring. It's just his arm was hurt tonight, and he became an underdog. But I'm gonna go with Kofi.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I know the Miz is gonna win. It just feels like that's gonna be where the storyline needs to go. But I'm gonna say Kofi because I want him to win.
Gotcha.
I expect a miserable outcome. Miz.
Awesome! I came to the game to win. There's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees.
I thought you were gonna start singing over there.
See, this is the problem. It came to play. There's a price to pay. Now he wants me to get down on my knees. I'm not playing. I'm not playing the game of getting down on my knees when there's also a price to pay.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing it.
But yeah, so I would definitely say Miz for this match. He's got a movie coming out, so why would you make him lose? So I say Miz.
Why not?
It's on
Yeah.
TV. It's on
cares?
NBC Family.
Yeah. So yeah, Miz is a movie star now. He's a cable TV movie star.
It's a TV movie, not a real movie. Let's get that straight. Right? Sorry.
I love
I
that.
think Gabby's
no,
gonna
that was
have a
awesome.
match against Miz against
it.
TLC.
Yeah.
So let's go to the second match. Daniel Bryan and CM Punk versus the Wyatts, Luke Harper, and Eric Rowan.
If that's the opener, I'll be so sad.
Better not be. Oh man, everyone's here tonight. Miz, Wyatt, Santino.
This has so much
My
more
boys.
bass than I realized.
It does.
You're gonna get directly pumped into your ears.
I feel like we're about to go on a crocodile hunt.
So Gabby, who would you say would win this match?
Sorry, we're on Punk and
Bryan versus the Wyatts.
Well, obviously I gotta go with the Wyatts.
Yeah, I knew
Come
that.
on.
I think Punk and Bryan have had a pretty good streak going on. But Wyatts are, so good. But I'm going to go Punk and Bryan.
Gotcha.
I think this match steals the show. I think it's going to be really, really great. But I think Bryan and Punk take this one.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go with the Wyatts on this. I feel like they're kind of really building them up, and I don't know if this will be the end of this. I feel like maybe,
Sure.
I feel like Bray's gonna get involved somehow because he's always gonna be on the outside. But I do think this is gonna be an awesome match.
Oh, yeah.
I think this and the traditional other Survivor Series match are gonna be like matches. I think that's gonna steal this pay-per-view.
This is hard because isn't Bryan a champion right now?
No,
Or he lost his title.
Champion of
Yeah.
beards.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I just feel like he's obviously well received and everyone loves him. So I could totally see him winning, but the Wyatts are strong and I love them, and that's why it's difficult. These are hard to decide between. I want to know what the fans think too. So you should comment along with us. Like if we're voting and predicting, you guys should predict too and let us know what you think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
comment on the YouTube video.
Yeah. Or on iTunes too. Give us
Both.
5-star ratings.
Yeah.
5-star, 5-star, 5-star.
Yeah.
5-star.
No 4.9s.
5-star. No.
5-star.
No.
Yeah.
He's
sound effects
He's in his
now.
rocking
What
chair
he's
right
doing
now.
over there.
Oh, man.
in his
I guess
rocking
so. He blew out his lantern.
And he's gator rolling the dog.
Phil, come out here and do that. Like what do you call it when you flip backwards and he does the tongue
Oh,
out?
twerking.
Not exactly that.
Do you want to twerk, Phil?
He's doing it in the booth now. We can see it.
Yeah, I really want the Wyatts to lose because I think that they would hold the greatest grudge and take that out on everybody
Good
else.
point.
So that would be nice.
It's a great point.
So the next match is a rematch from Raw this past week. Big E Langston won the Intercontinental Championship from Curtis Axel. So Triple H has ordered that there will be a rematch at Survivor Series for the belt. And keep in mind, Curtis Axel is not a Paul Heyman guy anymore. Neither is Ryback. So nobody's a Paul Heyman guy right now.
Ooh.
Well, there's one person. There's one person, but he's not
Yes.
around right now. So we can't really say
He's in abeyance.
Yeah, he is, yeah. We're talking about Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
He's a Paul Heyman guy for life. But yeah, so Big E just won the belt. Is he going to lose it right away? Was it a fluke win on Raw? What do you guys think?
I'm going with Axel.
Okay.
Axel.
Axel. Gabby's going to win the belt, win the predictions belt, because she's picking Axel.
Can I get the case too?
Nope.
Just a loud rattler and you get it.
Yeah. So Markeia, what would you say?
I'm saying because this is one of two title.
3 title matches.
One
right?
of 3. Okay, I think since the Cena one isn't going to change hands, and what was the other one?
Randy Orton and Big Show.
Oh, okay. No, I'm going to say Axel because I feel like they're going to want some title to change, and I wish Big E could keep it longer. I think he deserves it, but I think it's probably going to be Axel.
Gotcha. Scott, what do you say?
I'm going out on a limb here. I'm going to say the guy that has 150 pounds more of muscle on him is going to somehow squeak out a win.
So Axel's gonna win. Gotcha. Here he comes.
Oh, here he comes. Yeah, Big E
Here's
Langston.
Big E. Yeah, I'm gonna say Big E too. To me, it's just.
Is it Jet?
Yep. Just flew by. Curtis Axel was hanging off of it, and he flew into the arena. Yeah, I say Big E for this match. I just feel that he just won the belt. I don't know if he should lose it that fast, but you never know. Yeah.
Sometimes you do.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. I mean, they could surprise us and take it off of him.
You
right
think
away.
Vince McMahon's gonna approve the idea of some gigantic musclehead guy losing the belt right away?
Maybe. I don't know.
He'll jump out there and put the belt back on him.
But yeah, so I say Big E for the win. Keeps his title. Still the Intercontinental Champion.
Okay.
Next match, the Divas Survivor Series elimination match. 7-on-7. Total Divas versus the True Divas. All the girls that were in the ring tonight. All in one match. And AJ in the ring too. AJ in this match too.
We name who's gonna win, or
Yeah. Who do you think is gonna win?
What
who's
side?
Who's gonna survive? Yeah.
which side?
Yeah, because basically it's elimination.
Oh,
So once you get pinned,
okay.
you're out of the match, and your team keeps fighting until nobody's on.
So we vote on the team.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Funkadactyls for the win.
Okay. Also Funkadactyls.
That was our mama.
So it's either Total Divas or True Divas.
Right.
I go with the True Divas, and I will guess that Natalia and Nikki are the sole survivors, and AJ
No, you
gets
said-
disqualified.
wait, you said
or the
you said Total Divas
The
win?
Total Divas.
Okay.
That AJ gets disqualified. That's how she gets knocked out. No one's gonna pin her.
Gotcha.
Submit her.
I say the True Divas, not the Total Divas, the True Divas. I think I like the idea, like, yeah, AJ out from some disqualification or tap out, but I think that it'll be left down to Tamina and Naomi, and Tamina flip her out of the ring.
Gotcha.
I'm a True Divas, and I think that the last people standing on the Total Divas side is going to be Naomi and Natalia.
Wait,
And-
you want?
No, I
want
want
Total Divas?
I want True Divas. I'm just saying who I think is going to be last in the ring on their
who's
side.
gonna be they'll be eliminated though.
Well,
like
so
the
you don't
Total
want me to
Divas
say
guy.
on both sides who I think will be last?
No, because
It doesn't matter.
Who do you think's gonna be on the True Diva side at the end?
Okay.
That's what we do.
Well, definitely Tamina.
Okay.
And shit, this is hard because I don't know everybody. But they're
It's Tamina, AJ, Oksana, Alicia
Oksana's
Fox. What's her name?
Rosa Mendes?
Yeah, Rosa Mendez, Caitlyn, Summer Rae.
Wow, look at you go.
Nice.
ooh. I'm gonna say Oksana and Tamina.
Okay.
Wow.
That would be surprising.
Last in
Yeah.
I would like to see that.
For everybody, including Oksana.
She'll be doing her pussycat crawl. Isn't that the one? That
Yeah,
would-
she does that.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. This is a hard match to decide on who you think is gonna win, because you have the Total Divas with the show,
That's why I think
but then
they
you
could
have
win.
but then you have AJ on the other side, who has the belt, and you don't really want to make her, she's not defending the belt in this pay-per-view, so you don't really want to make her look really weak and getting taken out.
Sure.
Yeah, but think
Already
of all
has
the
an injury.
angst that would
Yeah.
happen on Total Divas if they lost.
I know but they're getting along so well. This could be the little bit that starts making them crumble. But I don't know.
They're
what to
not
say.
really getting along.
No.
Just on on WWE, they're getting along. But when you watch Total Divas, like a lot of them don't like each other.
No, that's not fair.
Yeah, like they all have it out for Eva Marie.
I think everyone does.
Yeah.
I think people that don't know her have it out for her. But I'm gonna say it's gonna be hard. I'm gonna say the True Divas win, and it's AJ and Tamina left. Oh, Scott's going and just dancing over there. This is hard. This is a hard one to pick.
New Jersey in the house. What?
We just love all this music.
I know.
Bye, AJ. See ya. So the next match of the night is another traditional Survivor Series match. It's Goldust and Cody, the Usos, and Rey Mysterio on one team against The Shield and Real Americans on the other team. So, everyone is here tonight. So, what do you guys say?
I'm going to go with the Shield and the Real Americans win. I'm going to say that the last ones standing are Cesaro, Reigns, and Ambrose.
I will go ahead and say I'm gonna say the Usos side. I already forgot all of the ones that he just said.
Oh, wait.
Cody, Goldust,
Usos,
and Rey Mysterio.
And Rey Mysterio. I love Rey Mysterio. He's awesome.
He is.
Yeah, I say that Mysterio and now the Usos would be out. Mysterio and maybe Goldust. Mysterio and Goldust are left
That'd be
standing.
an awesome tag team
That
right there.
would be great.
And if they switched gear,
yeah.
that'd be something.
Thank God that music went off. Because I'm going for Goldust. And yeah.
Perfect timing.
Wait, so you're saying Team Goldust is Goldust and Cody Rhodes, right?
Goldust, Cody Rhodes, the Usos.
But can Goldust and
Rey
Cody
Mysterio.
Rhodes be the last one
They can,
standing?
yes, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's who I want.
Okay.
Goldust and Cody.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna go with.
You get dressed to this music, right, Tom?
I do every day. Yep. I put my makeup on.
You can put it on in 20 minutes.
Yep. I'm gonna say that. I say the Shield and the Real Americans win. Yeah. So we get a big "We the People" chant going on. And then I say survivors are Ambrose and Cesaro. And that's it. But I feel like Reigns is gonna survive too, though. But
Yeah.
So then let's get into the title matches for the night. I don't really know what the main event is going to be. If it's going to be the Cena match or the Randy Orton match.
I would think it'd be the Orton match.
Orton.
I think they've been pushing that
Yeah.
more. But normally John Cena always closes out pay-per-views. But
It's true.
I think this one, he won't be closing out the pay-per-view.
Not when Big Show's in town.
So let's go with the Cena Del Rio match. Should I just write Cena?
I go Cena.
Yeah,
Okay.
I say Cena will win.
I'll do Cena.
Okay, yeah.
I love how Phil's just ready.
I should just make up a match and see if he can get the music ready fast enough.
Are you going against the grain?
No, I'm going Cena.
All right. Because you're such a fan.
Yeah, exactly. I'm Cena all the way. 100% here. So then let's get to the main event of the night. Big Show versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. Then the last match for the World Heavyweight Championship. But we knew that. Big Show, Orton. What are you guys thinking?
I say Big Show because I think he is ready to take that title and prove that he belongs here. Big Show all
You
the
think
way.
he'll be the new face?
Yeah, why not? I mean, he's done everything else. Yeah.
I say Big Show.
Yeah.
And once he's holding that belt, he'll cry his last tear, and it'll be a happy tear.
For him, it's a wristwatch. It's not a... Is this a no DQ match?
They don't. As of now, it's not. It's no D. It's just a regular match.
It's a full DQ.
Yes.
Right.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go Big Show by DQ.
Gotcha.
So he does not get the title.
Gotcha.
Oh.
He's going outside of the box here, people.
See
He's
that
trying.
box right
he
there?
He wants that belt.
Right outside of it.
I say Randy Orton with some outside interference from Corporate Kane or something like that. Some like shady, which I really am kind of getting annoyed with these WWE Championship matches ending in these shady ways. It's kind of, this has been like 4 months now. Daniel Bryan's gotten screwed out of the belt 3 times.
Shady matches. I love that.
I don't need to finish that. I just want Randy Orton. If Randy Orton's gonna win, let him just beat the Big Show.
So interesting coming from a guy that can cause some shadiness at any moment with his Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna cash in. That would be very interesting. Sorry, I cash in during a match that's already happening.
Yeah,
Good
make it
idea.
a triple threat.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
All or nothing.
But we'll have to find out next July when they have 2 more Money in the Bank briefcases come up.
Is there actually like stuff in the briefcase? I'm just curious.
In mine?
Did you put something in there?
There's stuff in there, yeah. I don't even know what's in there right now, but.
Oh, yeah, right. Wait, no, it's cheese sticks, right?
No,
string cheese.
I ordered my string cheese this week. Sorry, guys.
It's a lunchbox, guys. Really. There's no cash in there.
Sorry, I ate them earlier today for lunch.
Man.
But so that kind of wraps up for main event this week. Survivor Series Sunday, a new champion will be crowned here at AfterBuzz. A new face of AfterBuzz. Will it be one of us? I hope so.
Better be.
Because if I'm not gonna win it, I hope one of you guys win it.
Oh, that's nice of you.
But then you'll immediately take it away. You
Yes.
Yes, I will
bastard.
cash in next Wednesday and take it away. No. Yeah, but I hope one of you guys win it. If I don't win it, you know.
Oh, how the
Keep it
miss
on
of
the,
you.
Keep it on the yeah.
This week.
By the way, guys, I have a movie coming out in 3 weeks.
What, on cable?
It's called New Year's Bounty,
Doesn't sound like a real movie.
but it's real. Yeah.
Sounds like you're going around kissing people.
It's called a home video.
All right, so where can they find you guys, Markeia? Where can they find you?
You can find me at Markeia McCarty on Twitter. I will not be here for the next 2 weeks. Happy
Uh-oh.
Thanksgiving now.
Happy Thanksgiving. Markeia.
But if you guys are around Hollywood, December 4th, you can see me and my group, Big Yellow Taxi, perform with Phil Lamar, like Samurai Jack, Mad TV Phil Lamar, at IO West on Hollywood.
Awesome.
You can find me on Twitter at Curtain Jerks, and you can listen to my comedy wrestling podcast on comedypodcastnetwork.com and on iTunes. It's Curtain Jerks.
Gabby, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Gabrielle_Loren or on Instagram at GabbyLO87. And I'm also here hosting Big Tips Texas. Not sure if we're doing it tonight because we don't have it on the TV guide. But we will be back next week, and hopefully we can have a special guest for you guys.
Nice. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
A special guest. We need a special guest on this show. But you can find me on Twitter at TomTheCom and Tuesday Night Supernatural. No more Abby's Dance. It's over. Season finale was tonight. Ooh. McKaylee won. Spoiler alert. But yes, and we'll check you guys out next week here on Main Event at AfterBuzz.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.